Well, it is the fourth Thursday, so we get to catch up with Tailgate and Tallboys, and of course that means Josh Yeager's in studio with us. And every time we talk to you, we're getting a month closer, Josh.
Yeah, 70 days out as of today.
Is that what it is?
70 days, yeah.
Oh my gosh, 70 days.
It doesn't feel like it with this, 30 degrees outside.
It'll be 90 degrees by the time they get here.
I'll take a cool 75.
Okay, we'll go with that again. June 6th, 7th, and 8th down on our riverfront. You tell me ticket sales are still going well.
Ticket sales are strong. I mean, we're tracking double where we were a year ago. Obviously, we have our own internal goals that we'd like to hit. The one saving grace is it's that time of year where people start thinking warm weather, start thinking festivals, tax returns kind of help a little bit. As the festival gets closer, people start getting impatient, like, oh crap, I got to get my tickets. So we'll probably see a major influx of sales here, probably the month of May leading up to it. A lot of people that are indecisive on the fence will either pull the trigger or they won't, so.
3-day festival. Do you see a lot of people who are here all for 3 days, or people like to come in for 1 day?
Yeah, the bulk of the sales are for 3 days. There's the 3-day GA, which is general admission, then the 3-day VIP, but the bulk of the sales are of the 3-day variety.
You had mentioned just briefly Superfan package.
Yeah, Superfan.
What is that?
So Superfan is a VIP upgrade. So VIP is your all-inclusive, right? It gets your canned beers, your seltzer, not your liquor, but your canned beer, seltzer, some snacks, kind of gets you that front access area. So the VIP Superfan is actually in front of that even. So this is allocated for 200 people. There's a fenced-in area that's the closest possible to the stage. You get all the little, bells and whistles that go along with it. You get a commemorative poster. You get the chances for the meet and greets. You could show up an hour before your favorite artist and literally walk right up to the stage. You don't have to battle through the crowds. And one of my favorite videos, the gentleman's okay, so I'm going to preface it with that. But when they open the gates right at the start of this thing, it is like a track meet, and people are sprinting to the front of the stage. And there was a younger gentleman in his early 20s who was in the lead for the VIP spot, and he biffed it and rolled, just trying to get to the front stage. So that's how people really try to get to that front stage, and they don't leave. Like once they're there, they stay there. They want that spot. So the super fan, you don't have to worry about any of that. You can just walk right up and go to your spot.
So again, June 6th, 7th, and 8th. Let's talk a little bit about parking. How's that?
Yeah, parking is going well. We've got a couple lots in and around like the Lumber Kings area, that north field by the Ponyfield lot. 200 spaces there. I think there's 174 sold. Those will certainly go here in the next couple weeks. The Lincoln Way shuttle, I cannot stress enough how brilliant this is. It's a weekend shuttle, and you can park there, and then the MTA bus will loop you to the front gates for free. Like that, you pay for the parking, but the shuttle service itself is actually a free service. So if you didn't want to battle any congestion getting downtown, you could park there, stay there, get looped into the front door. It's the shortest walk possible, and they'll bring you back home when you're done.
Bill Shemmers, of course, does a program for us on Saturday, City Watch, and he had the mayor on last Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
And Bill was talking about how he volunteered for that Lincoln Way shuttle lot, and he said more people need to take advantage of that.
Yeah, and we didn't market it as much last year. It was kind of one of those first-year trials, and I think they maybe only had 50 cars, and that was day of parking. We put it on pre-sale this year where you can buy it now. We've had over 200 spots sold already. So, I mean, you're talking 70 days out over 2 months, and we've already got 200 spots. So we've already, quadrupled our last year's turnout for parking there, and we expect that will grow. So even if you're local and you don't want to battle with the congested areas, like do the Lincoln Way shuttle. It's like $30 for the weekend. It's a great deal, and then you get shuttled right to the front gate. It's the best.
I think Bill mentioned the fact that he had somebody who lived in that area, and they just walked over and used the shuttle.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is brilliant.
Yeah, they got like 4 to 6 buses running. They pick you up after the show. They'll be parked right out by box office after the show is over. You jump on your bus. It's about a 4-minute loop or 5-minute loop, and you're back to your car.
Again, visiting with Josh Yeager's Tailgate and Tallboys. The camping has gone over fantastic.
Yeah, we need to create more, actually.
Yeah.
We added 30 more spots. So the Marina Boat Trailer lot added 30 more spots, and we have 1 spot left. And that was as of yesterday, so that might have even sold out.
Yeah,
we're not sure.
I would think so. Now, we do want to make mention, next Thursday, April 4th, you're going to be at the Grove Clinton offices in downtown Clinton. You and Scott Madison.
Yeah, me and I both, the double whammy.
And primarily for business owners, right?
Yeah, just to basically doing like what we're doing here. We providing an update. We can go through like the parking areas. We can go through the street closures, how we think that might affect business. It's a lot less intrusive this year. There's a lot less closures. 6th Avenue North will now be the new main entrance. 2nd Avenue South last year was a great starting point, but it added a lot of logistical hurdles by the post office, by Happy Joe's, South First Street, like a lot of closures that impacted businesses that we don't think will have as much impact this year. There'll still be some, but not to the level that it was a year ago. So letting everybody know what that looks like, what they can expect, maybe how to prepare for the festival, maybe how they can market themselves. So when festival goers come from the 38 states and Canada that we've sold so far, they would kind of maybe have a way to know what to do when they get to Clinton.
And I would think, too, with that entrance now being moved to the north, and of course you move the main stages to the south end, so I mean, it makes that much more sense.
Yeah, it'll be a lot more streamlined for looping the MTA shuttle bus, which can now go up on Riverfront. The VIP and prepaid parking in that north lot by the Pony Fields, you're crossing the street and you're now at the box office area. Last year, if you had that parking, you had to walk up Riverfront, down by the pool lot, and then all the way through the ground. So it's just a lot more efficient this year than it was last year.
70 days out, as you pointed out. So now, when do they really start arriving in town to get set up? Because that is quite a process.
It is. So you'll probably start seeing some traffic on Saturday and Sunday. And then Monday, it'll be like an all hands on deck. So you'll have the fencing companies delivering all the temporary fence. And there's the scrim, which is like that black mesh that kind of blocks out viewing. So you'll have 15, 20 people just hanging that fencing with the scrim for about a whole day. And then you got production teams. They'll have their trailers. They'll pull up their semis and unfold these massive stages that the artists perform on, and the speaker towers. It's like, when I saw it last year, I remember Mitchell Tenpenny, who was our headliner on Thursday. He came out and he was doing his, I'm not sure what you call your mic check or whatever it was. And me and Scott were like looking at each other because we had never seen it either. We knew what was coming, but until you see it, it blew our minds of like what kind of production that we're putting on here in Clinton, Iowa. It is something that, even if you're a naysayer, I know you're out there, and that's okay. Everybody has their opinions, but this is truly something Clinton can be proud of. And if you actually went to it and saw the product that we were able to put on, I've never seen nothing like it. I'm very proud to be a part of it.
And there are so many acts. I mean, you got, of course, the headliners, Jelly Roll, Bailey Zimmerman, and Shinedown. But there's going to be 9 additional acts as well.
Yep. There's a lot of other artists coming down the chute. In fact, in the weight room, I'm listening to a lot of the undercards, like Nate Smith, Josh Ross, Austin Sneller, like kind of like rotating through those right now. And those are just the support acts, and they're equally amazing. But I think what's interesting to me is we are assuming that Jelly Roll will probably pull the most tickets on the Thursday of the 3, but all 3 are, man, they're right there. They're all holding their own and about equal, really.
And the thing is, you listen to them, as you said, in the weight room, and you're kind of getting an idea. But to see them in person is a different thing.
Yep. And if you don't know the artist, sometimes we always get that knock, like, I've never heard of some of these folks. Well, give them a chance, because this is what Nashville is putting out, is saying, like, these are the up and comers. If you don't know them now, by the time the festival comes around, you're going to probably know who they are. And Nate Smith's song, not Wreckage, but his other song, gosh, that was like a top hit for like 9 weeks straight. It was the number 1 hit.
Well, going back, nobody knew who Garth Brooks was when he played Riverboat Days.
Right.
Turned out pretty well for him.
He did all right for himself.
He did okay.
Yeah. He did all right.
So what do you think will come out of that meeting on April 4th?
Well, hopefully a better understanding for the businesses to kind of hear firsthand, because a lot of times what happens with these types of events is, well, I heard from so-and-so and I heard from so-and-so. You're going to get Scott and I. We've got the pulse on this festival. We're working very closely with USA Concerts and Events, who are the production side of things and helping put this thing on. But you'll hear good factual information. So if you have any concerns or questions, or what does this mean for my street or my parking areas, we'll be able to put all those to bed. And then maybe even offer up some opportunities for folks to try to market themselves, because really, that's what we want these businesses to do, is get your name out there. Tell people what you have to offer. We have sponsorship opportunities that you can, pay for to get advertising from the concert side. But even if you don't sponsor, you can still market your name. Come to my restaurant, come to my store, come check us out. Like, that's really something that we want them to take advantage of, because we're going to bring 10 to 13,000 people to the front door. So try to capture that audience while they're here.
Now, I would imagine people need to register for that or sign up beforehand, or
I believe they're taking RSVP. From what I heard yesterday, there was 30 signed up so far, which is a good number. So,
right.
But check with the Chamber of Commerce on that, and Grow Clinton. they would be the ones that would better facilitate. Me and Scott are going to show and do our speech, but as far as the registration, that would be through Grow Clinton.
Okay, we'll be catching up with you again on April 25th.
It's my favorite hour of the month.
There you go. I appreciate that. So now, if people would like to find out more, get a ticket, maybe be a sponsor, how can they best find out?
Tailgate and Tallboys.com. Obviously, you're going to the Clinton link. You've also got Facebook has tickets. One thing maybe to hit quick is the bar promo. So a lot of the different bars are participating in a battle. The bar that sells the most tickets off of their personalized QR code gets to name the general admission bar at the festival. And right now, as of yesterday, I think Valley Oaks was in the lead. So
oh my goodness.
If you're one of the other bars out there, make that push. Get them people to buy your tickets.
Was it Whistle Stop last year?
Yep, Manning's Whistle Stop won it last year. I have a feeling by the time we're at the end, she'll be there again. Yeah. I know she does a great job marketing that, but really that's what this thing is all about. Just take advantage of these marketing opportunities to be a part of this. Bring people to your bar to sell them tickets at a discounted rate. It's a win-win. We sell tickets. The bar gets more business. It really kind of piggybacks.
All right, Josh, thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you.
All right, let's check the weather. It's brought to you by Service Master.
Our early spring chill, well, that's going to be easing today. We'll see mostly cloudy skies this morning, become partly cloudy.